Hi YouTube, welcome to Pagan Perspective. This is Megan, aka Sabersary. Today is Friday. Sorry this is getting up so late. It has been a long day already, and I have been super sick. I am finally on the mend, thanks to some medication and a doctor's visit. So I did miss last week. I apologize for that. But I am a little bit better now. Still got a little bit of cough, so excuse me if I do that. So quick video today, just so that I get it out for you guys. So today's topic is all about like, how do you do it? How do you go from the learning to the doing kind of thing, right? Or the being. I kind of like the word being more than the doing, right? Because doing has sort of a ableist connotation, but the being, kind of how do you go from being a learner to saying this is who I am, right? And feeling like you're a true practitioner then, like that you are a participant in the religion, right? So the way that I look at it is, first and foremost, it begins with you. You have to decide that you are going to make that transition from being the scholar, being the learner, the curious one, right? The researcher, that you are going to take that and go forward with it and now become a witch, a pagan, whatever label you put to it, that you are going to now make it part of who you are, that it is going to be your religion. And so there are many different ways to do this. In the Wiccan tradition, a year and a day is done quite frequently. That's one way to kind of bring yourself into it. A lot of different traditions have dedication and initiations. I think the most important thing, though, is to just decide for yourself that now this is the path that I'm going to follow and start making steps to it. So first thing I would really highly suggest is start doing daily devotions. So when, before you eat, right? Or before you do any sort of hygiene, right? Even just getting dressed or just upon waking, do a mental kind of prayer, check-in, devotion, whatever you want to call it. But take just 1 or 2 minutes, and you can physically do something if that works for you, like, sitting up and meditating or something like that. You can just be there and in your mind's eye, this is where you go, right? And say it inside your head. You can say it out loud. You can sign it. You can sing it. You can, any number of things. Just take a few minutes to set aside for your faith. Just a few minutes, 1 or 2. Before you eat, right? Before a meal, before you go out for your day, 1 or 2 minutes just to say, I'm going to check in with myself right now spiritually and see where I'm at. And that starts the process. And then from there, you can move on to doing rituals and different meditations and things like that. You'll be able to do spell work and all sorts of things, and it will come more naturally once you incorporate your faith into your daily life. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but hopefully it does to some people. So once you start making your faith a daily part of your life, it becomes easier to incorporate sort of the bigger things, right? Holidays, stuff like that. I do really recommend, especially when you're, just new and getting into it, is to go all out for holidays when you can. You might not be able to, but if you're able to, try to go all out. Try and make it really special. And maybe that's just that you're going to make a really beautiful meal, right? Or maybe it means that you're going to invite someone that you really care about over, right? To share with you this holiday. Just make it extra special and really take that time to acknowledge that holiday. And you might not be able to do it for all of them. Goodness knows, I can't do it for all of them. If you can just, though, pick one that you're going to say, I'm going to make this one really, really special. This one's really important. That carries your faith with you. That's something that can really move you forward with it. So that would just be my 2 cents. And then just so that I did answer last week, they were talking about ritual clothing. For me, ritual clothing has to be natural fibers. So it could be something that I've been wearing all day, but it needs to be natural fibers, nothing synthetic or man-made, I guess. So it would have to be all natural, and as a vegan, obviously nothing that comes from animals either. So usually I like cottons is my favorite to use. I think that one, you can use a linen too, but yeah, cotton primarily, and just or even hemp clothing. Hemp clothing would be perfect. So just natural fibers, plant-based natural fibers that really make it so that you're able to be as connected as you can, or at least I'm able to be as connected as I can. So I'm personally don't do skyclad, and for those of you who don't know what skyclad is, it means doing rituals, naked. So and that's to each their own. Awesome. And I'm not saying I would never do it. I'm just saying it is not my cup of tea currently. So right now I just prefer, just really, really comfy clothes. Honestly, pajamas are my favorite. And because it's what I'm most comfortable in. So yeah, so got 2 for the price of 1. That was my pagan perspective for this week and last week. Have a wonderful rest of your week, guys. And yeah, as always, blessed be and aloha.